Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Paula from Dream Details and it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. I'm making a video that was asked to me some days ago. It was asked by Cute Clay Charms and she's a sweet girl, and I said to her that I will make the video, but I'm really delayed because I'm being sick, and that's why. So sorry about the late, but I'm making the video now and I hope you enjoy it. The video it's about color resin, and I use a brand. It's this one from JDO, and it's resin that it's two parts of resin to one of hardener, and they come inside of these tiny bottles, as you can see. And I always have use food color and chalk pastels to color my resin pieces, and to make cabochons the problem it is that with chalk pastels you cannot use too much quantity because it will ruin the cure or the hardening of the piece. That's why. So I decided to try lots of other things, so let's talk about them. One of them, it was oil paint. I did try because I remember that was said there that we can mix resin with oil paint, and the result was this one. It doesn't work in my opinion. The oil paint stays with chunks inside of the resin. It doesn't mix completely well. It stays little bits, little tiny piece of resin of paint inside, and it didn't dry completely after 24 hours. Not dry, hardening. It didn't get hard completely, it didn't cure completely. It only cured completely like 2 days after. Yeah, it took 2 days to cure, and it stays with lots of defects on the surface because it was not completely cured when I remove it. That's why. So I didn't like completely of these results, but it cures, okay, after some time. One of the tips that I can tell you guys, it is if you have doubts about color your resin, if it will get hard or not, if it will cure completely or not, just put some drops of hardener. It's I only put like 2-3 drops of hardener just to make sure it will get hard. And then I've tried chalk pastels, and I always try good chalk pastel because I don't need to use so much to achieve the color that I want. And yeah, chalk pastels works. You just cannot put too much, and it takes a little bit more of in my case my resin takes 24 hours to cure, and this one maybe takes like 28 hours. I don't know. I know that it was more than 1 day to cure completely, but it's not 2 days, it's like 1 day and a half maybe. But it cures and it stays with good results, as you can see. And then I decided to try mica's powder because I realized if we can make with the chalk pastels, why not with mica's powder? Mica's powder, it's as we can see, it's a pigment or a color in a powder that we can use to make nails and other things. And I just mix it with my resin, and I achieve this beautiful gold, and it's a perfect piece. It get cured like 1 day and a half after I start, but it's a good result. I believe it's very good result, as you can see. And then I use food color. About food color, I always use the liquid one, never use the gel, because I believe if you use the gel you need to mix too much and it will make more bubbles. But if you use like 1 or 2 drops of this one, it will achieve this color, and it stays really cool because it looks like candies. It's a little bit translucent, as you can see, but I believe it's a nice resin piece and a nice way of color our resin. And then I decided to try with eyeshadow. I did try with this one here. Why? Because if you can use mica powder and chalk pastel, why not eyeshadow? But it didn't work. Eyeshadow didn't mix with the resin completely. It stays with chunks, and it get lots of time to get hard. Yeah, it took like 2 days to cure, and it didn't stay with solid color, and it stayed with lots of imperfections. As you can see, it didn't stay perfect. Yeah, so I didn't like it, eyeshadow. But you can try it, but it will take more time to get hard, believe me. And it's really difficult. It stays with chunks in the middle. Well, then I decided to try acrylic paint. This one is perfect. And about acrylic paint, yeah, it works, okay, if you put just a little bit, just like a drop, and it gives this result. It took like 2 days to cure completely, believe me. It didn't took only 1 day, it took more, but I did put some drops of hardener, so make sure that it stays completely hard. And it changed the color. That was the only problem, because the color that I have here, it's like a peach, it's like a pink almost, and this is like a orange, so that it was the problem. But it stays perfect, as you can see. And then I decided to try with nail polish. Yeah, and this one didn't work completely. Why? Because it gives this result. It changed the color completely, as you can see. This is purple and this is like a soft ecru or pink, I'm not sure. And yeah, it was a hard, but since it was not dry or hard after 2 days, when I remove it, it deformed, and it stays with this. So it get hard eventually. This one, it's hard like hell, but not like hell. It's a little bit soft yet, but it took like 3 days to get hard. Yeah. So this was my experiments. If you have another idea how to color the resin, just leave a comment. I will try at home and maybe make a video about it. It was a pleasure to be with you guys, and if you like, just please subscribe and stay with me. I will bring more videos, so pay attention, and see you next time. Be happy. Bye bye.